Let's rock and roll.
She wants the D. Hence why I'm wearing that hat. Let's go.
What's up?
Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear. The Horsemen are here in the flesh, baby.
Hell
What's
yeah.
going on, everybody?
Oh, yeah.
It is week number 5. We're already a quarter of the way done.
I can't believe
regular
it.
season. Are you kidding me? What the heck is going on?
So dang close. So dang, like, it's just been quick, man.
Nuts. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
What's going on? A Pizzle 90, Alex, fan of the 3-1 now Miami Dolphins, no longer undefeated.
Oh.
Joining me to my other way left, Lucas, aka LC Muscles 28.
What's going on, everybody? It's LC Muscles here. Yeah, we're just here trying to do what we can. It's Kenny Pickett time, though.
It's Pickett time. And also at 3-1, representing America's team, Tiny Tim.
Yep, we're 3-1 as well, and just like the Steelers, we got a backup quarterback, but he has done very
good
well in the last 3 weeks. Cooper Rush. Hey, Michael Irvin said, "In Rush we trust." But we'll get into more of that. But before we get started, Alex, I just got to hear the 4 most beautiful words in the English language.
You want to hear it right off the bat?
Yes.
Let's do it.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I guess we should recap week number 4. Let's do the recap. Starting out Thursday night, last Thursday, the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Miami Dolphins by a final score of 27-15. The big news story on this one, Tua should not have played. Simple as that.
Right.
He got hurt against
the
Bills, and he was clearly hurt. Everybody saw it. Everybody and their mother saw it. He should not have played that game.
Oh, I 100% agree. He should not have played. It was a mistake. It's just the Dolphins. The doctor got fired as well,
and rightfully so. The medical staff or the neurologist that okayed him got the boot.
Yeah, it was the only reason why he got is because of a loophole, but still, it's absolutely ridiculous. So
it's just nuts, and the fact that we haven't won in Cincinnati since 2012 now, it's like, what are we gonna do?
What you can do. It's got a big game coming up this week.
Not much you can do. Joe Burrow proved why he was the first overall pick, throwing for 287 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, Bengals got the win over the Finns, 27-15. We saw a double doink.
Thus we did, the double doink.
Cody Parkey is no longer the only person with a double doink because Will Lutz and the Saints felt the exact same fate when they lost to the Vikings 28-25.
That was just absolutely brutal way to lose. The Vikings and Saints, both those teams are inconsistent, man. The Saints, they're in deep trouble now. They're in really deep trouble.
Well, the fact that they had to play Andy Dalton because Jameis Winston, he had a broken back.
Yep, he had a broken back.
He had a broken freaking back. But I will say, for the Vikings, they have this guy. I don't know if you might have heard of him. His name is Greg Joseph.
That's right, from
the greatest university in the history of space and time, the Harvard of the South, Florida Atlantic University. Give a hoot. Yes, don't pollute.
Pollute.
You're damn right. 5 field goals on the day. Vikings got the win 28-25. I feel so sad for the Lions, man.
The Lions.
I feel so sad for the Lions. They have the highest scoring offense, and yet they're 1-3.
And they have the worst defense in the league. That's pretty much why. They're the first overall offense and the 32nd ranked overall defense.
And the Seahawks, this game I did not expect.
I don't think anybody expected
Seahawks Lions.
If you took the over, it was a free over.
I did take the over in that game because I had a feeling something was going to happen. And sure enough, something happened. 48-45 was the final score.
I just could not believe it.
Wow.
I just think that this Lions team, they better change things up, especially when they got this game coming up. They better change that defense up.
I think they will. I have a feeling that they will, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Steelers, Jets. What happened there?
Okay, so Mitch Trubisky, he's not the guy. Let's be honest here. He proved to me. He proved to everyone. He proved to Pittsburgh. He's not the guy. I'm sorry. I tried giving every benefit of the doubt to Trubisky, but he can't. He's not the man. He's not the man, pure and simply put. He's not the man. And when he's not the man, you just know it. And it was Kenny Pickett time. Kenny Pickett came in. 2 of the interceptions that Kenny Pickett threw, I really don't blame Kenny Pickett on any of the interceptions. I really don't. One was a Hail Mary at the end of the game, just trying to get it in there. How the hell are you going to complete those? Those are insanely complete. Unless you're Aaron freaking Rodgers, you're not completing that stuff. Let's be honest here. The Steelers missing a lot of people on defense in the fourth quarter really hurt us. Mitch Trubisky, Cameron Hayward, get 2 of our big defenders in that defense getting hurt on the same drive, and it's just a matter of time before the Jets end up scoring. But Kenny Pickett's a huge spark on the offense, and I think our offense will be really good. But this week, yeah, I don't like our chances. Next week will be better.
We'll see about that. Giants and Bears. The Giants are now 3-1. Respect to them.
I can't believe it.
Not really much to say about that. Although
Saquon Barkley has regained form.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley
to look good again.
Daniel Jones and both Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor had to leave the game because of injuries. And Saquon had to do the wildcat for the most part. So yeah. Giants still found a way to get the job done. The Bears still suck. Need I say more?
I think they have the worst offense in the league. I think they're like the Bears' offense is worse than the Steelers' offense with Mitch Trubisky.
Week 9.
That's saying something.
Week 9.
Wait a minute. What week 9?
What?
You're going to Chicago?
I'll be there.
That is awesome, man.
I will be there week 9 to see it myself. Fins up. Bear down. I'll be there. Titans beat the Colts 24-17. Not really much to say there.
I have one thing to say about that game. Why did you go for it? A field goal down 7 points with a 2-minute warning. It was 4th down and 15. Why would you go for a field goal and then try and go for an onside kick? Go for the deep fourth down. You could obviously do it and have a better chance of doing it than going for a field goal, then trying to do an onside kick. Like, what is Frank Reich doing, dude? I thought the Colts were going to be so much better in this. And Frank Reich, I think he'd be one of the head coaches fired this year if he doesn't change things around.
Yeah, him.
And now there's more bad news with Indy.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor's out.
Star running back's out.
We'll talk about that in a little bit because they're coming out first.
Right. Jonathan Taylor is out. Oh. They don't have any receivers. Their defense is sus at best.
Yeah.
I'll talk more about it in a little bit.
Chargers beat the Texans. That's no surprise there whatsoever.
The Texans did make it interesting, but now the Texans are the only winless team in the league at 0-3-1.
0-3-1 because they have a tie. And 1. Falcons beat the Browns.
Yes, we called it. We called it.
Love to see it.
Thank God, dude. I after the Browns beat the Steelers, I was hoping to God the Falcons would win, and they were right. I am so glad they won. Realistically, that was a great thing. Falcons won. I still want to go to that game in December. The Steelers Falcons December, dude. The Browns. I think they're like everyone in the AFC North right now is really just not on their best shape. But we'll talk about everyone in a little bit.
I don't understand how they won because Marcus Mariota, his stats for this past week, he had 7 completions to 19 attempts for 139 yards and an interception.
Cordell Patterson carried them.
He did, but he's on injured reserve.
Yeah.
Now he is, unfortunately. So Falcons are done.
Falcons are pretty much that was their big weapon. So
yep, that's it. That's it.
SOL.
I know we already played it, but why not? Let's do it one more time.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Y'all beat the commies.
That's right. We beat those Cobra Commanders. And I got a little bit more to say for the Cowboys defense a little bit later, and we go into our previews.
25-10. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Big win.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles still the only undefeated team. They beat the Jaguars 29-21.
Very impressive. Eagles defense is impressive, man. This might be the most complete team in the league.
I agree with that 100%. They're going to be. Yeah, I think they have a chance to go very far if they.
I agree 100%. Those chickens.
Those Philadelphia chickens.
Those chickens. Die, chickens, die.
Next game, well, it's their second time in the past couple weeks that this team has choked away a lead.
Yeah,
we're not even talking about the Atlanta Falcons.
No, we're not talking about the Atlanta
Falcons. We're talking about the Baltimore Ravens.
About the Baltimore Ravens. 20. They choked a 20-3 lead.
I love it. I love to see it. I love to see it. It proves my point every single day. The Ravens are a double-edged sword when it comes to their team. Their offense is good, but their defense is terrible. And it comes through once again.
20-3. Need I say more?
Hey, I love it. I love to see it, man.
Yeah, I know you love to see it.
Oh yeah.
They almost had it, but what are you gonna do? Carolina Panthers lost to the Cardinals. Matt Rule needs to be fired.
I think he will be the first head coach. I think he'll definitely be one of the first head coaches fired. He has lost the locker room, according to multiple reports. He has lost the locker room, and I'm extremely interested to see when they're going to put in Sam Darnold.
You think they're going to put in Sam Darnold?
I think so. Before the end of the season, I think they will.
Over Baker Mayfield?
I think I would not be surprised they do.
What if they bring back?
It's possible.
What if they bring back Cam Newton?
No, he's retired, dude.
Third time's a charm.
Cam Newton's retired. That's not happening.
Oh, damn.
We're not going to hear "I'm back" for the third time.
I'm back.
We're not going to do that.
No, we remember that and what happened afterwards.
Better than ever.
Sam Darnold is much more competent than Cam Newton is right now.
Yeah.
Cardinals got the win 26-16. The Raiders
beat
finally beat the Broncos. In
finally
the
get a
longest
win.
time. I believe they were down like 6 games. Six straight games. They've lost to the Broncos 6 or 7. 32-23.
It was amazing. Impressive. Oh, by the way, though, there was a stream I was listening to while I was out. It was Raider Ben stream. Dude, Raider Ben has the best Raider streaks. If you guys have not seen this guy on YouTube, check out Raider Ben on YouTube. He does amazing Raiders game day commentaries. He'll be live this Monday night, and it'll be a great live stream. So those are good Raider, very entertaining Raider live streams.
Okay.
If I've ever seen one.
We'll definitely do checking them out.
You got it.
You said Raider Ben?
Raider Ben.
Okay. We'll definitely check him out. In my game of the week, I think Packers beat the Patriots 27-24 in overtime.
I could not believe that. Aaron Rodgers looked really bad. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers just did not have it. That pick 6 he threw.
Yeah, I mean, he just looked like a bad man.
He looked like a bad man.
No, he didn't look like a bad
man. He looked like a bad man.
Bad man.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Right.
And Bailey Zappi, I got to say, he looked pretty good for the Patriots as their quarterback. With
dude, Bailey Zapp, man. He's from Western Kentucky. Zappy from Western Kentucky, man. That's pretty interesting, especially because he played against FAU and a couple other Conference USA schools. So it's good to see some Conference USA getting some love in the NFL.
USA, baby, represent. Love to see it. Sunday night, the Chiefs beat the Bucks 41-31.
That game wasn't even close. It was a blowout throughout the whole way.
Christian throw that Mahomes did.
Yeah, the one where he just stopped and he just flicked it.
There you go.
Flicked it up, dude. He's so damn good. He's been proving us all wrong. He had a bad game against Indianapolis, but if he didn't choke that game, the Colts would still be winless.
It's true.
There's no way the Chiefs should have lost that game. But let's be real here.
No Tyreek, no problem.
No Tyreek. Exactly.
Simply put.
And it was Juju's best game he's had since joining Kansas City, too.
It was Juju's best game. And then on Monday, which was my birthday.
That's right.
49ers got the dub over the Rams 24-9.
It seems like every time the Rams play the 49ers on Monday Night Football, it seems like the 49ers win almost every single time.
They do.
If I'm not mistaken, the 49ers have won 7 straight regular season games against those Rams.
Mm-hmm. They did.
That is true. And Jimmy Garbaggio proved that he is not Garbaggio on primetime because he actually did look pretty good. I got to say.
He is the opposite of Kirk Cousins, I guess.
A-Bomb said it in his live stream. Jimmy G did not lose us the game, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And the 49ers got the win 24-9.
They deserved it. They purely deserved it. And the Rams, I think they might be having a Super Bowl hangover, man. They have that Super Bowl hangover. Their offense has only been throw to Cooper Kupp. If not, we're fucked. That's what their game plan has been. They're almost.
Let me say hey to people in the chat real quick. What's going on? CA Cougar, Christina, Bill's Mafia, Luke Thatcher, Romy Boy, Joshua Cook. How's it going, y'all? David 3000. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah, he does.
That, Luke.
Hell yeah, he does.
Really do.
Right.
I guess it's time for me to pay.
Oh no!
It's time for me to pay.
I'm going to be looking forward to this. So
if you have sensitive ears, I highly recommend you mute your microphone or mute your speakers. Dashi, this one's for you, man. There we go. Okay. Can you guys hear? I am a man of my word. What do I mean by that? Well, Dolphins lost to the Bengals last Thursday night. And myself and one masked deadly Dashy have a bet with each other that the loser had to sing a song. Now, had the Dolphins won, I would have chosen him to have sung Ride Like the Wind by Christopher Cross, because that is one of the greatest songs of all time.
Damn right.
But since the Dolphins lost, he get to pick the song, and he chose Toby Keith, Big Blue Note. So here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Oh boy. If I butcher this, I apologize. See that big blue note over there on the counter. You don't want to read that, man. The man, it's a real downer. But there's nothing else bad about her, because she's gone. No, don't throw it away, because I might read it. Get real lonely out here sometimes. I just read it. The sun's, you shouldn't, it's downtown. You believe that she's gone. Used to be a time I was something you ever wanted, all the that she ever need. I come home to find just like something that vanished. Everything that left in front of me is that big blue note filled up in my pocket. Yeah, don't laugh, it's been 2 months, I still got it. Sometimes I read that sucker twice, just make sure that I forget that she's gone. My psychiatrist said, tell me, what do you see when you look into these ink spots over red windows and greens? I looked at them all, but they all looked to me like big blue notes. Bam, 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 and bam, and bam, and bam, and bam, 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 oh. Bengals got the win, man. What can I say? But there used to be a time I was all she ever wanted, all the thing that she'd ever need. And I come home to find just like something never vanished. And everything that she threw for me is to stand on that cliff overlooking the sea with this blue paper airplane that I was free. I'm going to wait minutes. If it'll come back to me, you guessed it, she's gone. Crash landing. Bye-bye, baby. GG's, Dashy. Good luck to the Bengals the rest of the season. And fins up, baby. Let's do some pick'ems. You heard the man.
I did. I did hear the man.
That was about a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say right around 6.
That was about a 6.
Hey, if we were at a karaoke bar, hey, I'd enjoy it.
Same.
That was about a 6. Not gonna lie, wasn't my best effort, but
you did your best. You did what you
and
did.
I'm a man of my word. I paid my bets. Here we are.
Exactly.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Dashy.
Hope that was satisfying enough to you, good sir.
I hope so, man.
Now, let's get to week number 5. Starting Thursday night, it is the Indianapolis Colts against the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are a 3-point favorite, and the announcers are Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels.
Brad Rogers is the referee for this game.
This game is on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime and a 3-point favor for the Broncos.
Who you guys got and why?
Who wants to go first? I can if you guys want me to.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's do this. The Indianapolis Colts have been just been an inconsistent offense in general. This team has just been the definition of inconsistent. Matt Ryan has not looked very good so far this year. He's looked really pedestrian. He's only had a 66% completion percentage. He's got 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He could throw for a lot. The problem is I just don't see him doing that much this year and just being overall consistent. He just throws a lot of his passes are late in games. During the early parts of games, he just is so dang conservative. And now that he doesn't have Jonathan Taylor, it's going to be a problem because Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the league. Not only that, you're going to replace him with Nakeem Hines, who's not bad, but he's just not the same as Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor's more like a bruising running back. And yeah, it is the Peyton Manning Bowl because these are both teams that played for him.
Yeah. Curious to think who he's going to pick.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting.
Who's Peyton Manning going to pick in this game?
That's what I'm wondering. I would like to hear that, to say the least. So the problem is in this game, the Indianapolis Colts just don't have the same amount of offense as the Broncos do. And the offense that the Colts do have, the Broncos secondary is pretty good. The Broncos do have a really good secondary, and that's really going to help because the Colts' top 2 wide receivers are Michael Pittman Jr. and Alec Pierce. Those are, and Paris Campbell, like, that doesn't scare me. Maybe they'll have Mo Alley Cox as one of your.
He's actually a solid tight end, not going to lie.
He's pretty solid. And the Broncos do give a good amount of points up to the tight ends. But I think that the Colts can definitely shut down the passing offense. I think the Broncos get up early and late, and I think they hold on to the lead. I'm actually going to take the Broncos here, even though the Broncos did just lose Javonte Williams for the entire season, which sucks for him. And I think that could be the end of his career.
ACL and really LCL.
Bad. That's brutal.
That is brutal.
Especially to him to come back from. I don't even know if he can come back from that. That's just painful. I don't even know how he could do that. Like, it's just insane. Just an ACL injury is normally 9 to 12 months for an ACL. But having both, you're looking at least
a year and a half.
A year and a half at least. I don't know. Melvin Gordon, though, this is his chance to prove he can still make a good starting running back left in the league, because he could probably get one more contract after this, because I know he's only last year of his deal with the Broncos. So if he proves himself to be a decent running back this year, he could definitely have a good contract opportunity, maybe for like a good 2-year deal somewhere at like before he calls it a career. My final score for this game is going to be Broncos 27, Colts 20, and that's my official prediction. I think the Broncos just take it on Thursday night and send the Colts continuing to the bottom in the AFC South.
Well, the Colts have struggled in a lot of ways, going 1-2-1 with the heat on the coaching staff and the front office. Let's just be honest with that. The health of running back Jonathan Taylor, Bearing is watching in this one, but he's going to be out. He's out. That's official, right?
It is official.
That is official. Jonathan Taylor is not playing this Thursday, so they're going to have to rely on Nakeem Hines from North Carolina State. Wolfpack in the house.
That's right.
That's right. Even so, they really haven't been as effective as recently. And the Broncos, they have a pretty good defense. Not going to lie. They have one of the most underrated defenses in the entire NFL. Especially that secondary. I mean, Pat Surtain II is probably one of the best corners in the game right now.
I agree. I think getting him last year in the first round for the Broncos was one of the first round picks of all last year.
PS2. Not just his nickname, but the greatest video game system of all time.
I love that, actually. That's a really good.
Their offense has struggled. Russell Wilson has not been able to cook as they all say he was. The only thing he's been cooking is that NyQuil chicken. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. At home on a short week, I think the Broncos will find a way to get it done. Give me the Broncos 24-20.
All right, I'm pretty much agreeing with everything you guys have said. but I mean, just without Jonathan Taylor, that Colts offense is just going a little bit down, a little bit furthermore. And you're not going to believe this, but I've got the exact same result in the exact same score as they'll see here. Denver 27, Indianapolis 20.
27-20. All right. Well, guess what? Chaps? We have another London game this week.
Oh, boy.
Sunday. Jolly good.
Oh, it's going to be a jolly good show, as it is the New York Football Giants against the Green Bay Packers from Wisconsin. The Packers are 8-point favorites, and the announcers are Kevin Kugler and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez.
Oh, Lordy, that's the spread. And
Good
Alex
God
Kemp
Almighty.
is the referee. Alex Kemp is the referee who will be attending to this game.
Good God Almighty.
What do you guys got in mind?
Well, the Giants have major issues at quarterback with both Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor being injured. Who are they going to have to rely on? Is it going to be Saquon Barkley running the Wildcat again? Is it have to be Davis Webb? Maybe Jake Fromm like last year? Ugh, I hope not. I certainly hope not. So there's a chance that Daniel Jones might play with a bum ankle, but it won't matter who plays because the Packers have played well on defense, and the offense has shown some signs as of late. I have the Green Bay Packers taking this game by a final of 31-21. Go, Pack, go.
All right. Well, I'll tell you one thing here. Looks like the Packers, they're still okay. I mean, they're not the best in the world, but they get done what they need to. Giants 3-1. Nobody really saw that coming.
Nope. If you said me at the beginning of the season that the Giants were going to be 3-1, I would have told you you're out of your damn mind.
You out of your damn mind, my friend.
Wait, hold on. Better yet, I would have said,
"Bitch, are you for real?"
Yeah. So, but this is going to be a big test for Green Bay. I mean, anyone who goes up against Green Bay is in for a good test. I'm going to take Green Bay. I predict that bad man is going to kind of bounce back this week. They're on a neutral site, of course, over in jolly old England. Give me the Packers to take this one over the Giants by a score of 28-20.
This game, oh my goodness, this game definitely seems like it's a blowout potential, just absolute blowout potential. I really do not see the New York Giants continuing their momentum here.
God.
I really don't see that momentum carrying on. The Packers do have one of the better offenses in the league, and I think that they will end up continuing. Realistically, I think they will continue, and I really hope that the Giants can do something. I don't think they will. I think the Packers will at least try to do the Lambeau Leap in London, but I don't know if it'll be truly called a Lambeau Leap. Or maybe a London Leap will suffice enough.
A London Leap.
London Leap.
Oh
I like that.
Give me the Packers to get the win. Final score is going to be Packers 31, Giants 17. Give me the Packers to win this game.
And have a few pints afterwards.
Yes, sir. Love the pints.
London Leap. Blimey, that is jolly good.
Thank you, my good sir. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, now we get to the 1 o'clock games. Let's get this one out of the way. It is the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Jets.
Just end the season.
Jets. The Dolphins are 3-point favorites, and the announcers for this game are Kevin Harlan and Trent Green for the 3rd straight week.
What? That's very crazy.
Me some Kevin Harlan.
Oh wait, no, excuse me.
Oh yes, I will continue to do
no,
but anyways,
they've had
for London games.
3 out of 5 weeks so far. I meant to say that because last week we were on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That's right.
But with the Bills game and with the Ravens game, it was Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. And here they are calling us again.
The
Who do you guys got and why?
The referee is Clay Martin.
You know the rules. Save
you for last.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go first on this one, actually.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are coming in this game, interesting, like off a little bit of a break. And now that Teddy Bridgewater's had a chance to work with the first-team offense, this will be interesting to say at least how they will perform. I'm really interested to see how Teddy Bridgewater will play a whole game with the Miami Dolphins' first offense. I think Bridgewater can definitely get things done. I would prefer the Dolphins to win this game, especially since the Jets, I really don't think they should have won last week. I think the Steelers just blew it. I think they'll come back down to reality. This will be closer than people think, but I think the Dolphins, and at the end of the day, will get a late win. They will get a touchdown to seal it. My final score is going to be Dolphins 24, Jets 20. Give me the Dolphins.
All righty, then. I hear there's a lot of medical experts saying that Tua probably should not be playing any more professional football, and it's quite sad because he is one young talented individual, and for this to happen to him is just kind of breaks my heart a little bit.
Yeah,
I got mad respect for that kid. I thought he was going to be a big star, but at least the Dolphins have a pretty good backup quarterback. I wouldn't say he's like the best in the world, but he's all right. As far as the Jets are concerned, they've been lucky. I think they're totally lucky here. I mean, if they get a win, they're just lucky. If they get a loss, well, it's obvious. So in this case, I'm gonna say the Dolphins will bounce back in New York. Give me the Dolphins over the Jets by a score of 27-16. Fins up.
Okay. So this Sunday marks the 24th quarterback to start for the Dolphins since Dan Marino retired. 24. Let's go down that list, shall we? Just for shits and giggles, if you don't mind. Let's take a trip down memory lane. So when Marino retired in 1999-2000 season, we went from Marino to Jay Fiedler, Damon Huard, Ray Lucas, son of Bob, Brian Green, AJ Thielen, Sage Rosenfeld, Gus Farrat, Dante Culpepper, Joey Harrington, Cleo Lemon, Trent Green. Why I chose to wear his jersey, I don't know. John Beck, Chad Pennington, Chad Henne, Tyler Thigpen, Matt Moore, Ryan Tannehill, Jay Cutler, Brock Osweiler, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, Josh Rosen, Tua Tagovailoa, Jacoby Brissett, and making his debut as the Dolphins starter for at least a couple weeks, Teddy Bridgewater. That's the last time, I promise. Teddy Two Gloves, Teddy Roosevelt is getting the start this weekend for the Aqua and Orange. And he is more than capable of getting the job done. The Jets, let's be honest, on paper, their defense looks really solid. And Zach Wilson did some really good things against the Steelers last week. But I have a feeling that Teddy Two Gloves is going to get the job done. I'm going with my boys to get the job done. Fins up, baby. Final score. It's going to be a 1-point game. I'm going to say 24-23. Give me the Dolphins.
I like it. We're all in the same boat.
What?
Let's just get my game out of the way next, please.
All right. Your wish is my command. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. This game is in Buffalo, and the Bills are a 14-point favorites. Whoa. And the announcers for this game are Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. You get the A team for this week. Who's the referee?
The referee for this game is actually John Hussey.
Hussey. So,
save me for last.
I guess. Well, save Lucas for last. So this was a tough way for Kenny Pickett to make his debut. This is a very tough way for anybody to make their debut. The Bills do have injury issues on defense, but they still have a talented front that can make life miserable for one Kenny Pickett and his small hands. But the Buffalo offense has slowed some in the past couple of games. But this is the chance to get it going again. Look for Josh Allen to have a good day as the Bills spoil Kenny Pickett's debut. Lucas, I am so sorry to do this to you, but this is my
and this is my stone cold lock of the century. All week.
35-17. Give me the Bills.
All righty then. Wow, Kenny Pickett is about to have a baptism of fire. I mean, going up against a good Buffalo team, they have few issues, but they usually rise above them. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC. And the Steelers are still struggling. They're going to have a real struggle here. And because of that, LC, I feel so bad for you, brother. But I got to go with Buffalo here in a very convincing fashion. Bills 31, Steelers 14, and Alex, I too will lock up the Steelers.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. All week.
The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. This is not ideal situation for Kenny Pickett. I'm excited for Kenny Pickett, though. I'm excited for the future. I did get a Kenny Pickett jersey, and I'm going to be seeing him live with Alexander the Great in a few weeks in Miami. We're going to go to that game, and I'm very excited. But not only are we missing TJ Watt, we're going to be missing Minkah Fitzpatrick, Akilla Witherspoon, Cameron Hayward. This will be a game where I really think that we should just bench a lot of the defensive players. We'll have some play, but realistically, it's no use against the Buffalo Bills. My goodness gracious, this is just going to be a rough one, realistically, to sit through. But I will do my best. I think Kenny Pickett will. I'm mainly looking for seeing what he can do against some of the best teams. If he could put up more than 20 points against the Bills, I'll be extremely impressed. I think that he will be able to do what he can. And I think Kenny Pickett will just continue to get work in. This is pretty much like a glorified preseason game for him. I still think that the Bills are going to win. I think that the Steelers will end up losing this game. I'm going to be watching this game for Pickett. Mainly just want to see if Pickett can do things, then I'll probably turn it off eventually. But hey, I'm rooting for the Steelers no matter what. I am. I do think that the Steelers, the only way they can win this game is we keep the Bills offense off the field, and that's a tall task. Just please run the fucking ball maybe about 90% of the time. Control the clock, manage the game. If you could do that, you have a chance, but I don't think we're going to. I think realistically, the Bills offense will put up at least a touchdown, just like in that playoff game last year against the Patriots. I think they'll put up a touchdown every drive. So as long as we can hold on to the ball, we'll be fine. But realistically, at the end of the day, I think the Steelers will end up losing this game to the Bills. But I do think that the Steelers will cover the point spread. I'm picking this is my point spread pick of the week, actually.
Interesting.
It's my point spread pick of the week. I think this Kenny Pickett and the Steelers will do enough to get within the point spread when the Bills bench all their players in the fourth quarter, and Kenny Pickett will be playing against backups. And I think that's probably what will keep him in the point spread. So I'm picking this as my point spread game of the week. 14 is way too much. The Steelers have not been a 14-point underdog since the beginning of the AFL-NFL merger in 1970.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's been a long time. Let's just get this game over with. I will take the Steelers plus 14 because that's way too generous, especially in the NFL this day and age. Remember the last time someone was over 14-point spread? They actually lost. Yeah. Do I think the Steelers are beating the Bills? No, but we'll cover the spread. My final score is going to be Bills 42, Steelers 28. Give me, 42-30. I think this is a higher scoring game. The thing is, though, a majority of the points will come in garbage time. The majority of the points will come in garbage time. So 42-31, give me the Bills to win over the Steelers. But tomorrow I will do more. Actually, let me do this now. Screw it. This will be my preview, and this will be my bet proposal for Bills Mafia.
Hold up a second.
Bring it back up.
Oh, you want? Oh,
yes, bring it back to you. Back to me. This is actually my bet proposal for Bills Mafia. This is just going to be completely bananas, so just listen to me and hear me out throughout the whole thing. So, realistically, most of it will come to the fact that the Steelers will cover the points. I'm going to say the Steelers will cover the point spread, but if the Steelers lose by more than 14, I'm going to make a few different offers for you. So the Steelers lose by more than 14, Steelers cover the point spread. Steelers lose by 7, Steelers win. So there's 4 different options here for you. I mean, 4 different results. So if the Steelers do end up losing by more than 14 to the Bills, this will be on me. This will be completely on me. If the Steelers moves by more than 14 to the Bills, I will do 100 push-ups live on camera. Stop. I'll do more than 100. Screw it. I'll do 150.
Damn.
I'll do 150 push-ups live on camera. I did it before, and I can do it again. Not only that, I will also have to do a soda bet. 2 sodas, 1 blue Mountain Dew. Well, actually, I'll probably do either a liter, or if I could find the Fanta, the blue Fanta, and the red Fanta, or something along those lines, blue Mountain Dew, whatever. To either the 20-ounce bottles or the liter bottles, whatever I could find, they go over my head. That's if the Steelers lose by more than 14, and that's on me.
Okay.
If the Steelers cover the point spread, but it's exactly 14. So pretty much the Steelers are within 14. I will only do 75 push-ups, and it will be, for me, I will also do only 1 bottle. So only 1 20-ounce bottle off my head. For you, Bills Mafia, this is where you come in.
Oh, here we go.
You will do, if the Steelers win within 7 points, or so anywhere from 13 to 7 points, anywhere from that range, then you will do the 75 push-ups and the bottle of soda. If the Steelers lose within 6 points or less, you do the 150 push-ups and the 2 bottles, the 2 liters. If the Steelers somehow, by God's green earth, miraculously win against the Buffalo Bills, by God's green earth, I'll be rooting for my Steelers. I will be rooting for my Steelers to win. But I know we're not going to win, but I'm rooting for them to freaking win. If we somehow, in God's green earth, somehow win this game, you do 4 bottles of soda and 300 push-ups.
Oh, 4 of them.
Yep, do 4 of them. So Bills Mafia, that is my proposition for you. Pretty much, you have a miracle's chance of having the worst fate happen to you. The Steelers have done this before, but you have the miracle's chance of, there's still a chance. So you have those options. If you would like to accept my bet, let me know. I'll be here.
And there we go.
I wonder if Bills Mafia is on the chat here.
He is.
He was to start.
He is. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to come in. So I'm going to be waiting. We're waiting here until the end of the show to accept my bet, Bills Mafia.
Okay. In the meantime, let's go to the next game on the list, and that is the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in Jacksonville. The Jaguars, I believe, are the favorites in this game.
Yes,
favorites by 7.
Mm-hmm.
And the announcers for this game are Spiro Adidas and Jay Feely.
Wait a minute before I announce the referee is.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
It's on like
Donkey Kong.
All right.
Donkey Kong. Yeah.
Ron Torber is the referee for this game, by the way.
Who do you guys got and why? Texans and Jaguars.
Jaguars have been a very pleasant surprise here in the NFL. Not too big of a surprise, but they're kind of getting some people talking here. On the other end, Houston Texans, didn't we say Houston is the worst record, 0-3-1?
Yeah, they are.
0-3-1.
3-1.
I don't really see them. I mean, this is one of those games where I could just sit on the toilet through the whole game. Wouldn't care much about this one here. I'm going to take the Jaguars at home to beat those Texans by a score of 30-10.
Oh. Okay. Well, Jaguars are coming off of a sloppy loss against the Eagles that they let get away after leading 14-0, which is true. The Texans played well in coming back against the Chargers, but they still got the L. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. But this is a tough road trip against a team that will be ready to get back on the right track. So look for a better showing by Trevor Lawrence as the Jaguars get the win by a final of 30-21. Give me the Jaguars.
I think Jacksonville Jaguars are the best team in the AFC South. It's not saying much, but realistically, I'm liking more from Trevor Lawrence each and every week. And people are already saying that Trevor Lawrence can't get it done when it matters most. Dude, the guy's been in the league how long? Give him time. Give him time. Years. He's only been there for this is his second. This is not even his 20th game. He's only been in the league for 20 games. Not even. It's not saying he can't do it already. The guy is going to get better each and every week. Now that he actually has a head coach, this is his time to shine. And I think he will prove himself against the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans, I think, can put up a fight, but I think the Jaguars' defense is definitely a lot stronger than people give them credit for. And I think, realistically, the Jaguars will be the AFC. I'm calling it right now. Call me freaking crazy if you want. Jacksonville's in the AFC South.
Well, you're not alone because Christina has the same prediction.
I could easily see
it too.
I can see it right now. I think their defense has improved, and I think Doug Pearson won over that locker room right away. My final score is going to be Jaguars 37, Texans 23. Give me the Jaguars to win this game.
All right. Next game on the list, Chargers versus Browns. This game is in Cleveland. The Chargers are a 3-point favorite, and the announcers for this game, we have Greg Gumbel and Adam Archuleta.
Interesting. It's one of their better teams. Adrian Hill is the referee for this game.
I'll go first in this one. The Chargers went on the road and beat the Texans last week, but this trip will be, I think, just a little bit tougher for them. The Browns have struggled on defense this season, which could be a good thing for Justin Herbert. Could be. So I really don't know what to do. So I'm going to let fate decide. Because this is my coin flip game of the week.
I'm actually surprised with your coin flip. Mine's not.
Heads will be, or Sacagawea will be the Chargers, and the American Eagle will be the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. Ba booey. Give me the Chargers.
Much better.
Give me the Chargers, as Arnold says.
And now go Chargers, go.
27-21. Give me the Chargers.
My thing with this game is, even though the Chargers do struggle in Cleveland, the Browns' defense is nowhere near as good as Pittsburgh's. I think the Browns, even though the Steelers are 1-3, I still think the Browns are the worst team in the AFC North. Realistically, the reason why is we have a whole new different team and we're going to play different in week 18. But I think right now the Browns have completely gotten lucky with their wins. They gotten really lucky. They got lucky. The Steelers didn't have TJ Watt and had to play Mitch Trubisky in the entire game last game because Mitch Trubisky is not a good offensive quarterback at all. I'm sorry. He was awful. And I think if you were to play Kenny Pickett, then the situation would be a lot different. And that garbage time touchdown at the end, let's not talk about that. They were extremely lucky in their wins. I think that right now, I think the Chargers are going to completely whoop them. I don't see this game being close at all. I think the Chargers are going to win convincingly. I do not think that their defense will let the Browns come back. My final score is going to be 38-17, giving me the Chargers. Arnold?
Oh, hold up a second.
And now go Chargers, go.
Herbert's going to get back into the groove and win this. You know, Herbert has a record of 17-19 right now. I want him to get back to 500 as soon as possible.
Do you know who has the highest winning percentage since 2020? Or since 2021?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
I believe he's 16-8.
That's pretty impressive.
It's pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Well,
Tim, who you got?
Well, I would love to see Justin Herbert get back to his all-pro form, and I hope he will. And Cleveland is just once again proving that they can be so awesome one year, and then for the next few years they're going to be pretty bad. So not much to say here except I'm going to say Chargers going to win this one 26-21. Terminator, hit it one more time.
And now go Chargers, go.
Bang.
Bang.
Love it. All right. Next up, we have Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. This game is in New Orleans. New Orleans is a 5.5-point favorite. And the announcers are Brandon Gaudin and Matt Millen.
I thought it would be the other way around. The referee for this game for Seahawks Saints is Brad Allen.
All right, I guess I'll go first on this one. Seahawks are playing a consecutive road game outside of the division, which is always a challenge in the NFL. We all know how that works out. The Saints are playing after traveling back from London, which will not be easy. The Saints haven't come close to playing up to expectations this season, but this is the perfect spot for their defense to rise up and win the game for them, and I think they will do so. I am going with the Saints to beat the Seahawks by a final of 28-14.
Tiny Tim.
All right.
Save me for this one.
The Seattle Stinkhawks. That's what I've been calling them for the last couple of years. I mean, once they were the Legion of Boom, now they're just the Legion of Gloom.
The Legion of, I like it.
Yeah. And the Saints, well, they're no better sometimes, but usually at home they're pretty good. I just threw this out there. Just go with the home team. You can't really pick one, so I got the Saints. No, excuse me. I got the Saints taking down the Seahawks by a score of 28-21.
All right.
I'm actually going to be pretty controversial on this one.
I
think this game should not even be close to the point spread that is given. How are the Saints 5.5?
Bless you.
Bless you, Tiny. How is there?
God bless you.
Bless you once more time. Sorry, the Saints' offense has not surprised me whatsoever. Their offense had a little bit of a spark, but it's coming in London and it was a neutral site. I really do not like the Saints overall in offense right now. Even with Andy Dalton, this offense has not really given me anything to like. The Seahawks offense actually has been pretty decent the past few weeks. And especially putting up a ton against Detroit. I think the Seahawks can get it done again. Alex, sound the alarm.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
The Seahawks continue their momentum on offense, putting up a ton of points. They put up over 40 once again. Give me the Seahawks to win 41-28 in a shootout in New Orleans, beating the Saints. The Saints should be 0-4 right now. Let's be honest here.
It's true. It's damn true. As Kurt Angle would say.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next game. We have the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. This game is in Minnesota. Vikings are a 7-point favorite, and the announcers for this game are Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth.
The referee for the Vikings and Bears is Sean Hockley.
One of the better ones, I think. One of the better referees, I believe.
I definitely agree.
Who do you guys got and why?
I'll go first on this one, actually. The Bears are the worst offensive team in the league. Don't get it twisted. The Steelers with Mr. Trubisky were pretty bad, but the Bears are so much worse. The Vikings are coming home after being New Orleans. It should not have been as close as it was. I think Minnesota's defense really crumbled. But let's be honest here. Kirk Cousins in regular 1 o'clock games playing division opponents, he does pretty well against them. He plays well against everyone in the NFC North. Shocking, I gotta say, but still, give me the Vikings to win this one convincingly. It's not my lock of the week, but it's pretty close. Final score is going to be 38-20. Give me the Vikings. Bears score a late garbage time touchdown.
I agree with that. I agree with that because the Bears have been lifeless in terms of their passing game, which limits what they can do, as we saw last week on the road in a loss to the Giants. The Vikings played in London last week, so they had to deal with a long trip home, but they are much better team than the Giants are, I believe. So, with that being said, I think the Vikings defense, they haven't played well this season. I think that changes here. I think they get the job done. Give me the Vikings to beat the Bears by a final of 24-10.
The Vikings defense did show up in week 1, though.
They did.
I have to say that. They did shut down Aaron Rodgers.
Week 1, they did shut out that bad man, but since then they've just been mid.
Mid. I agree. 100%.
They've been mid.
Right.
Absolute mid.
Yeah, absolutely. Not much to say about this one in particular here. I just like the combination of whether it's Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, or if it's Kirk Cousins and Adam hooked on a feeling. That's a wonderful song, Hooked on a Feeling. I mean, that's one of those.
Adam, I don't believe it. Yeah. See, you know that. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooga shaka, ooga,
ooga,
shaka, ooga.
That you're in love with me. Yes, sir.
That's a good song.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hopefully, we're going to be hooked on a feeling this week. I got the Vikings taking down the Bears by a score of 30-20.
There we go. All right. Next game on the list. We have the Detroit Lions heading to Foxborough to face the New England Patriots. The Patriots are a 3-point favorite, and the announcers for this game are Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
The referee for this game is Craig Whirlstad.
I guess I'll go first in this one. The Lions, they have the number 1 scoring offense in the NFL, yet they are 1-3. But they just can't stop. They just can't stop themselves. They keep shooting themselves in the foot.
They can't.
This might be their break. This might be, keyword, might be their break because they're facing Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi.
As quarterback for the Patriots. But with the way the Lions are playing, it won't matter. The Patriots will still move the football. And I think that the Patriots will find a way to get the job done in a close one. I'm going to say the Patriots get the win 24-20.
I am on the opposite side, Alex. I got to go with the Lions here. Realistically, I think the Lions scoring offense will be too much for New England to handle. I don't trust Bailey Zapp. Even though Bailey Zapp can get the ball down the field in some situations, he was definitely better than Brian Hoyer. I just don't think he could get the same thing done against the Detroit Lions. I think the Lions defense will actually show up because there are some players who were on that squad when Matt Patricia is coaching, and they want that sweet, sweet revenge. Actually playing in New England. I don't even think the Patriots should at least have a win right now. I really don't. They got lucky against the Steelers, but realistically, the Patriots should be 0-4. But they got one win. They'll be 1-4 out this week. My final score is going to be Detroit Lions 34, Patriots 27. Give me the Lions to get this win.
All right.
Actually, I'm in agreement with LC here.
Oh.
I mean, you see the points that the Lions put up last week. As you said, best offense in the NFC, but with a terrible record. But I think if they can get their second victory here, I am going to take the Lions on the road at New England, and I'm picking the Lions, even though this is not my upset special of the week. I'm taking the Lions by a score of 27-24. Late touchdown gets the victory for the Lions.
Lucas, you just made an enemy.
Yeah. No. I think the Packers just been really struggling lately. That Patriots-Packers game, if it wasn't for the Bailey Zapp coming in late in the game, if Ryan Hoyer stayed the whole game, Patriots would have lost by at least by 10. Let's be realistic here.
It's true. It's damn true.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle once again.
Yes, sir.
I think you gotta find a sound bite for that one.
Yes,
I will. I just might.
All right.
Next up, we have the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. This game is in Washington. Titans are 2.5-point favorites. And the announcers for this game are Andrew Ketelon and James Lofton.
And the referee for this game is Land Clark, the Land Man.
Well, the Commanders have lost 3 straight, and their season might be on the line here. They get a Titans team that's coming off of a division victory against the Colts. This could be a good spot for the Commanders to get the victory, but at the end of the day, they're going to run it with Henry, and the Titans are going to get the job done. Give me the Titans to beat the Commanders by a final of 28-24.
I'm going to do the Crow as well, Bills Mafia. Don't worry. I will do the Crow. So go ahead, Tiny Tim. I'm going to save my pick for last.
All right. I'm just hoping that Derrick Henry can really beef it up again because he was like an awesome guy for the last couple of years. I don't know if he's even gotten a 100-yard game, maybe once or twice this season. I don't know. But Washington, it seems like everywhere Carson Wentz goes, he's just not – I guess he's just not making that team click, you know? So for that reason, I'm going to go fill up my water again. But before I do, let me give you my score here. I'm going to take Tennessee by a dime, 27-17 over the Cobra Commanders.
I like it though.
Right
I like it. Sounds good, Tiny Tim.
Right
you know how the Steelers bench Mitch Trubisky and put in Kenny Pickett? If the Titans offense doesn't do something quick, like actually be something, maybe they turn the realistically, other than Henry, what do they have on offense? Treylon Burks has been an extreme disappointment. Brian Tannehill
sucks.
Tannehill's been pretty bad.
Dolphins Tannehill is back, baby.
I think that Tannehill should be benched for Malik Willis. I think they should go what the Steelers did and put in Malik Willis in the second half. But realistically in this game, I honestly don't know who to pick. So, Alex, I'm going to let fate decide this one. I'm going to let fate decide my pick for this one. Realistically, I do not know who to pick. This will be a game I probably will not watch. The only reason why I would even consider watching this game is for highlights and if Malik Willis gets in, because I think he should be in at some point this year. I think they need to bench Tannehill and put in Malik Willis. It's time to see what he's got. Here we go. I have the $1 million winning symbol as heads.
4.6. Oh, what?
And 4.6 million. Fastest road is the tails. So I'm gonna have. This is the Commanders, and this is the Titans. Here we go. Bada bing. 3, 2, 1, and
Baba Booey.
Baba boom. Am I reading this right?
Uh-oh.
Am I reading this right?
Oh, no.
I got the Cobra Commanders. Give me the Commanders to win this one. I'm going to say final score Commanders 17-16.
Damn.
I know. I let fate decide, and
Bitch, are you for real?
I picked fate. Fate decided to pick the Cobra Commanders. What? I know. Trust me. I'm
Wow.
like, it's fate. Fate decided the Cobra Commanders should win. Why?
Right, you know what? One more time.
Damn.
That never gets old.
Lucas picked this was Lucas's coin flip, by the way. Tim.
Oh, really? Tennessee and Washington?
Yeah.
Yep,
This
it was
was
my
his coin flip, and he landed on the commies.
I know. I immediately regret it.
Give me Ron Simmons again.
Damn.
I immediately regret this decision.
Yeah.
Oh, and if somehow they do win, I'll be a fucking genius. Oh my god!
All right, next game on the list. This one should be a no surprise to anybody whatsoever. Let's see, Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game is in Tampa Bay. Bucs are a 8.5-point favorite, and the announcers are Joe Davis and Daryl Johnston.
Joe Davis, Moose, the referee, the Moose. And the referee for this game is going to be Jerome Boger.
Who do you guys got and why?
Alex, just go ahead and already do the sound effect for me.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Do I really need to explain why here? It's not the Steelers Bills are not my lock of the week. This is the Falcons losing to one of their best players in Cordell Patterson. Sure, the Falcons can throw the ball down the field. But Tom Brady is coming in pissed off this game. His wife
in more reasons than one.
Yeah, and AB pissed off Tom Brady too. I think this is the game Tom Brady. Yeah, did you see Antonio Brown's Instagram?
No, I saw what he did in the pool.
I know we all saw what he did in the pool. Did you see what he posted on Instagram? He said, no. "Come get it," with him and Giselle hugging after he won the Super Bowl. Right before the game. This was right before the game. Antonio Brown did this. So Tom Brady's going to come in pissed off. He knows his thing with Giselle right now is in the struggles right now. He's going to go out there and just let football come in. Expect Mike Evans to have a historic performance against the Falcons. I think I'm going to go bold prediction time right here. Mike Evans breaks the receiving record for yards record.
Oh,
in this game. I think he breaks the receiving record for a single game performance. I think the current record.
What is that record?
Let me go ahead and
I think it's like
most receiving yards in one game.
I think that's
most receiving yards
226.
Most receiving yards in a game is it's not going to get 300. Oh, it's 336. Oh God, no, that's not happening.
You think he's going to get 336?
Who was that?
No, I don't think he's going to get the 336, but he will hit 300.
Who was that? Who was that? Who broke that, or who made that record?
Flipper Anderson.
Willie Flipper Anderson from the Dolphins?
No, this was the Rams and Saints.
Rams.
November 26, 1989. Flipper Anderson.
Listen, just because his name is Flipper doesn't mean he's a Dolphin.
I thought he played for the Dolphins.
But that was also an overtime.
That was no pun intended.
I know, but that was funny.
It was funny, man. Holy shit. I think Mike Evans. Man. I think Mike Evans does get the 300 here. He does get the 300 yards, and also Julio Jones also had a 300-yard game against as a Falcon. So he actually did play as a Falcon. So that'll be kind of interesting. Julio Jones on the former Falcon having 300 yards, and Mike Evans getting over 300 yards against the Falcons. What a shocker here! Final score is going to be 52-7.
Wow. Oh, that brutal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Mike Evans has a historic game. If you play him in DraftKings, this is your freaking lock. Put in Mike Evans,
definitely. Well, he's on my fantasy team, so I'm good there.
Not really much to say here. This is just a blowout all the way. Give me the Buccaneers over the Falcons, 38-13.
This is a big game for first place in the division. Believe it or not.
Yeah, that's right.
Believe it or not, they're both playing for first place. And that's really hard to believe. But the Falcons have played better than expected, while the Bucs have not. They just haven't. But this could be the right spot for the Bucs to get back on track. So look for their offense to roll, defense to bounce back. I'm going with the Bucs as well. 34-20. Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Now we get into the 4 o'clock games. We're going to start out with this one. The San Francisco 49ers against the Carolina Panthers. And the San Francisco 49ers are 6.5-point favorites. And the announcers are Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
Referee for this game is Sean Smith. And do you mind if I go first on this one again? Because sure, I have something to say. I have something to say about this game. The only reason why I'm actually really anticipating this game is not for the game itself, but for the hate weeks. A-Bomb's hate week is going to be freaking epic. I can't wait for
this. Against Camel Toes, right?
Meadow Toes and CPG and the rest of the Panther fans out there. Oh, I can't personally wait to do that. It's going to be one of the most epic.
That's going to be golden.
And then my hate week against will be even better. But we'll see about that. But anyways, I just gotta say though, realistically, the Niners are the much better team on paper. The Panthers will have to probably make a change at some point in coaching. I think that Matt Rule should be fired within the next few weeks. I know they have their bye coming up. I know their bye. I will pull up their bye week. Their bye week is actually coming up in week 13. They need to do it before then. Realistically, I would say before. I would probably say before that Falcons game when they play the Buccaneers and Falcons back-to-back weeks, please bench. I mean, please fire Matt Rule. Please.
It's going to happen eventually.
Please bench Baker Mayfield. Put in Sam Darnold. It's going to happen.
Darnold's
Matt
hurt,
Rule's lost the locker room. 49ers are winning this game convincingly. I think the 49ers defense will have a touchdown. If you have Mike Evans, the San Francisco 49ers defense, put them in the same DraftKings lineup. That will be the best thing for you. You will win. My final score is going to be 49ers will at least get a defensive touchdown and probably an interception and many sacks. Final score is going to be 31-3. Give me the 49ers defense. 49ers to win this one convincingly.
Lucas?
Say Ooh! Banana.
All right. Yeah. Well, the 49ers did a number to the Rams this past Monday night, and yeah, Matt Rule's got to go. He's probably going to be the first head coach to go before this season is over. If they wait until the end of the season, then what the hell are they thinking? So, basically for that, I should let them start Sam Darnold if I was them. I would fire Matt Rule. And with that, I'm going to say the 49ers take the victory here by a score of 28-12.
Oh. Well, this is a long trip on a short week for the 49ers after beating the Rams on Monday night. That would normally mean a letdown for East Coast or West Coast going to the East Coast. But their defense will dominate the Carolina offense. C.A. Cougar said it best. Nick Bosa is going to eat Baker Mayfield alive just like he did in 2019. I'm going with the 49ers. I'm going to say the final score is going to be 28-10. Give me the 49ers. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Jackets. Philadelphia Eagles against the Arizona Cardinals. This game is in Arizona. Eagles are 5-point favorites, and the announcers are Chris Myers and Robert Smith.
Trell Blake is the referee for this game, and this is one of the more interesting games, to say the least. But go ahead, guys. Make your predictions first.
Okay.
Some water.
Well, the Eagles are riding high as the last undefeated team. The last ever undefeated team is the Philadelphia Eagles. Who would have saw that coming? I don't think anybody did.
I don't think anybody did. Realistically, I was thinking it was going to be Buffalo.
But this is not going to be an easy trip. The Cardinals seemed to do the right things last week in the second half against the Panthers, but this is a big step up in competition. Look for the Eagles to keep it rolling, even with the Cowboys on tap for next week. I think the Panthers will find a way to get the job done. I'm going to go with the Eagles to get the win over the Cardinals by a final of 30-23.
Yep, same thing. I agree here. Those chickens do have a lot of talent. And I'm just iffy about Arizona. Just can't really say much about that. Give me the chickens. I'll score 31-20. Fly, chickens, fly.
Dashie
on the road to KFC.
It got me with that one. Holy crap. Dashie and Steelman both brought up a very good point. Arizona, they haven't won a game. Eagles haven't won a game since 2001 in Arizona.
Oh,
Eagles haven't won there. It's been their little house of horrors, realistically. I think realistically that this is going to be a tougher game for the Eagles than many expected. I would pick the Cardinals here if they had DeAndre Hopkins, but they don't.
For at least another couple weeks.
At least for the next couple of weeks. But right now, the Eagles, I think, are the most complete team, and I think that will show here. I think Arizona, they still are just one of the worst offenses in the first half. I was actually just watching something recent before I came on here. NFL Live, they've actually said the Arizona Cardinals offense is the worst first half offense in the league, and it's been the worst offense in the league, one of the worst first half performances for the first 4 games since the 2008 Detroit Lions.
Oh.
So literally, the Arizona Cardinals first half offense has been almost as bad as it was in the 2008 Detroit Lions season, which is
Kingsbury going to Kingsbury.
Kingsbury's going to Kingsbury. That is 100% true. If the Eagles get up by at least 3 touchdowns by the end of the first half, Arizona's not coming back here. Let's be honest here. They're not. I think they will get – I think the Philadelphia Chickens will get the win. But expect Arizona to get a garbage time touchdown late to make it close. Final score is going to be 31-24. Give me those chickens. Fly, chickens, fly all the way to KFC.
How you doing? Okay. Next game on the list. It's Tim's game. It is the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. This game is in LA. Rams are 4.5-point favorites, and you get Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson as the announcers.
The A-team.
The A-team.
That's their game of the week, and Bill Vinovich is the referee for this game.
This is also my game of the week. Game of the week. I'll go first on this one if you don't mind. Save him for last. Lucas will go next. All right. Rams are playing on a short week and let's just be honest. The Rams looked awful against the 49ers. Their offensive line is bad, which is never a good thing against a defense quite like the Cowboys. Dallas has won all 3 games with Cooper Rush as their starter. And you know what? I think that continues. 28-21 Dallas.
I'm honestly torn on who to pick for this game. Realistically, the Rams have been underperforming this year as the Super Bowl champions. They've been very much an underperformer for this year. I think that the Cowboys have been playing beyond expectations so far, such with Cooper Rush on his center.
What a rush!
Oh, that's another good one. Oh, what a rush!
LOD.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh man, the Rams have been really consistent. And Aaron Donald's face for Week 1. If you saw that meme, if you saw that face in Week 1, that's pretty much his emotions that are going on for the Rams fans right now. Even my buddy says, yeah, the Rams right now we're in trouble. Jalen Ramsey has been a liability in coverage. He's been one of the worst tackling cornerbacks in the league this year. And the Cowboys, if they can get some points on the board, they will make things interesting. This is my last week picking this team, and if they don't perform, I'm not going to pick them again for a while. I'm actually going to take the Rams here, be the only one. I'm going to go with the favorite. I wanted this to be my upset pick of the week, and unfortunately it did not happen. But if the Cowboys do end up winning, then I will not be completely surprised the least bit. Give me the Rams here. I think that they win this game. They escape with the skin on by the skin of their teeth. Final score 27-26. Give me the Rams.
Boom.
Okay, Skip says, okay, my turn. Alex, before I say anything else,
yes, sir.
Sound the alarm. When I saw the final score of that Monday night game between the Niners and the Rams, I was like dumbfounded. I mean, I'm like, this does not look like a team that won the Super Bowl last year. And it seems like their only offensive weapons are Cooper Kupp and
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, that combination right there. It's just they're starting to look one-dimensional. Meanwhile, on the other side, you did mention another Cooper. This one, Cooper. Oh, what a rush! 3 wins in a row. The first Cowboy in history to win his first 4 starts. Pretty impressive. And he's going to be starting this week because Dak Prescott is still not quite ready. The grip power for his football, not quite there yet. So we're going to rest Dak for another week. And I mean, I cannot say more about the Cowboy defense than, I don't know what's already been said. I mean, Dan Quinn has really come and set that defense on fire. Micah Parsons still doing his thing. A young guy named Donovan Wilson, he's really stepping up too. DeMarcus Lawrence, great to see him stepping back up again. Trayvon Diggs, if y'all know, he's Stephon Diggs' younger brother. Mm-hmm. He is still getting those interceptions. Look at this. Look at the first 4 games for the Cowboys. They gave up 19 points to the Buccaneers, 17 points to the Bengals. They gave up 16 points to the Giants. And then this past Sunday, they only gave up 10 points to the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
That is 4 opponents, each of them being held to 20 points or less. Now, that is consistency, in my opinion. And for that, it's going to be the Cowboys' defense that's going to drive Matthew Stafford crazy. My upset special, give me the Cowboys by a score of 33-28. Say it, Coach.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
All right.
Yes, sir. You'll love to see it, man. You'll love to see it. Sunday night, Football Night in America, NBC. Check your local listings. It is the Cincinnati Bengals against the Baltimore Ravens. This game is in Baltimore. Baltimore is a 3-point favorite. Announcers, you all know who it is. It's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
The referee for this game is Scott Novak.
Who do y'all got and why?
I can see Lamar Jackson having a pretty good day, but the Bengals are definitely going to make them work for it. I mean, the Bengals are one of the surprise teams this year. Even though I think it's going to be a late field goal from Mr. Automatic. That is, if he's still active. I think he's probably either on the injured list or if he's
something like that.
Something like that. But anyway, late field goal will take it for the Ravens. They'll win at home. It's going to be a close game. Give me the Ravens 27-23.
Well, the Bengals have turned their season around with 2 straight victories, mostly because their offense has started to play better. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing for the Ravens defense, who has been struggling. I mean, they have choked They choked against the Dolphins. They choked against the Bills. And I think they're going to choke against the Ravens. Or I think they're going to choke against the Bengals here. So look for Joe Burrow to win a shootout here with Lamar Jackson. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Houday to beat the Ravens. 36-33.
This is going to be an interesting game, to say the least. The Baltimore Ravens offense in the first half has been pretty good. It's been pretty decent. So that's one of the things you got to look forward to with the Ravens in the first half offense. Their defense, however, has been one of the worst in the second half. The offense in the second half also has been non-existent. So we pretty much have 2 non-existent things going into this game. Not only that, sorry about that. For some reason, my mic went off for a second, but back into it. So not only have had the Ravens be one of the most inconsistent teams in all of football, they've blown how many 17-point leads in a row? 2 of them.
2.
And they've lost to the Dolphins. They've lost to the Bills. And realistically, this team shouldn't be 2-2 right now. They're a double-edged sword, and they're going to prove why I think this is the most overrated team. Like, they're one of the most overrated teams in the league. And I definitely think they are the most overrated offense. I think the Bengals will get the job done. At the end of the day, I think the Cincinnati Bengals will win. I think it's barely enough.
Oh, my God.
Joe Burrow.
Andy Dalton.
I'm trying to say is the ghost of Andy Dalton will haunt the Ravens. Joe Burrow coming in and scoring a late touchdown to Tyler Boyd to win them the game.
Oh, just like
Andy Dalton. My final score is Bengals 23, Ravens 17. Give me the Bengals, baby.
Skyline chili. Skyline chili. I think Gold Star's just a tad bit better, but that's just me. Then Monday night, we get the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game is in Arrowhead. Chiefs are a 7-point favorites, and it's Beavis and Butthead, and there is a Manning cast, I believe. Who is the referee for this game? Oh, you're muted again. Lucas, you are muted. You are muted. We can't hear you.
Oh, my God. Sorry about that. So, there is a man cast for this game. The referee is Carl Sheffers, and I'm very excited for this game. It'll be and I like man cast. Man cast has been the saving point this year because let's be honest here, listen to Monday Night Football with Beavis and Butthead. It's been very tough. Many people have pointed out. Sorry, my mic's just been off a little bit off today, but it's okay. We'll be okay.
So, the Chiefs are coming back home after a 1-1 road trip. But they looked great in battling the Bucs last Sunday night. The Raiders beat the Broncos to get their first victory last week. But this is a tough trip to try and keep things going. The Chiefs have the best offense. Have their offense being back to the top level, which is not a good thing for that Raiders defense. So look for Patrick Mahomes to have another big night once again. I'm going with the Chiefs to beat the Raiders by a final of 34-24.
I'm going to say Tiny Tim for last on this one. Ended on Tiny Tim. On a good note. For me, this will be a pretty good game. I think the Raiders will have a very good chance in this game. I think that the Chiefs getting the point spread they have is a little bit too generous. I think it's a little bit of a mistake. I think the Raiders will definitely cover. So if you want to have another point spread game, this is another point spread for you game, guys, because it's mine as well. Oh. I think that this is the Raiders and Chiefs is definitely one of my point spread games of the week as well. Oh. The Raiders offense, I think, will have a good amount of shot to shut down the Chiefs. They've done it before, and they've beaten the Chiefs before, especially on prime time. I think that the Chiefs are the better team overall, and I think that we'll end up getting the victory. But expect the Raiders to keep this close. My final score is going to be 33-30. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs off a late Butker field goal to win them the game. But Josh Jacobs have a big game. It's one of my big things for it.
Well, yeah, things get very, very interesting when these two teams match up. I mean, this goes all the way back to the old AFL days. Long rivalry. You just gotta love it. These two teams that just don't like each other. They never have. They probably never will. Vegas is gonna make it a little bit interesting, but I think my East Texas boy Patrick Mahomes, he's gonna help the Chiefs pull away from the victory. And once again, I say no Tyreek Hill, no problem. No problem. So, and for this, I'm going to say Kansas City does it very good here. Give me the Chiefs over the Raiders by a score of 35-20.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is week number 5.
Yep.
And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for Pick'ems this week. Next week, hopefully, Steel Sermon will join us. We hope to see him soon. Next week, if he can't, I will find somebody else.
Yeah, because we got he's like, next week will be interesting to say at least for both teams. We got the Buccaneers for the Steelers, and then the Dolphins.
We got the Vikings.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
The first NFC team we play this year.
Vikings. And also the next week it's going to be the Cowboys and the Chickens.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good game to watch.
Yeah.
For sure. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I will be streaming the game this Sunday against the New York Jets. Miami Dolphins Jets, 1 o'clock. Hope to see y'all there. You guys got anything coming out on your channels?
I might do a preview video, but realistically, nothing too crazy. I did actually do my MLB predictions video. If you have not seen my MLB predictions video, check it out in the check it out on my channel. I'll actually put a link into it. So let me go ahead and I will give you guys a link to my video, because that is my MLB predictions. I gave you all of my predictions for the MLB postseason. I think that I'm extremely excited for it, so it'll be good.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I have a pretty good predictions based on what I've done. I think this year's the year for one team in general. That's all I'm gonna say.
Braves are going back. We're going back to back, baby.
We'll see about that. We'll see. Ty and Tim?
Tim, what do you got?
Well, hopefully we'll get 4 in a row here with Cooper Rush, and we'll keep the momentum going for the upcoming game with the Chickens, because after that, it's just going to be a couple of maybe a couple of easy games before the bye week. So we're just keeping our hopes up here. So thanks for joining us, y'all. We love you guys. John, Christina, Brandon,
CA Cougar, Zach, Dashy.
Dashy, Bills, Mafia, Romy, we love you guys.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all next week. So for LC Muscle 28, for Tiny Tim, this is A Pizzle 90 saying peace out and fins up, baby. We'll see y'all next week and see you Sunday.
See you next week, guys.
Peace.
Let's go.